Please give a warm welcome now to your next act, Tim Gardner from Loyola College.
So I saw this show on TV where they showcase people's strange habits and addictions. And on the show was this one guy who was literally in a relationship with his car. And everyone who sees this always says the same kind of thing. How can someone feel that way about a car? That's disgusting. And then the ad break will come on. People are falling in love with a new Mazda 3. I mean, this guy's looking at those pictures of half-naked girls lying on top of expensive sport cars, and he's going, damn, why do they always cover everything up? I can't even see the windscreen. Imagine having to tell your wife that. Honey, I've met something else. I knew it. Who is she? Well, I think you might know her. She's got 4 wheels, she's black, she's Australian made, and she's out in the driveway right now. If you want to marry a car, do you have to drive it through the walls of the church? One thing I never want to see is automobile porn. But even if the poor guy tried to live a normal life, what happens if he's at home with some girl, they're watching TV, making out, everything seems to be going well, all of a sudden the ad comes on for the new Honda, and this guy's got to go, would you excuse me for a second, I just need to check something on the car. Speaking of TV, there's this ad that comes on between shows on Channel 9, advertising their own programs, where they actually say, cancel your plans because you don't want to miss what's on tonight. But imagine being so naive that you actually listen to that. You know, you're getting all dressed up, ready to go somewhere. All of a sudden, what's that TV? I can't go. Well, I guess I won't be having that heart transplant either. On the subject of health, lately our school's been vaccinating everyone against STIs, sexually transmitted infections. And I've been thinking, do we really have to vaccinate every single student? I mean, if I was stabbing kids with needles all day, I'd be pretty sure that for the fat kid that spent $400 on his World of Warcraft account, getting an STI isn't his biggest concern right now. I mean, isn't it easier just to say, all right, stand up if you have a girlfriend? I'm sure there'll be a few eye rolls in there. Actually, I'd like to see Bill Gates in that situation because he was a bit of a nerdy teenager in high school. Bill, we're going to have to ask you to sit down because the only virus you're going to get runs on Windows 7. Speaking of injecting things into your arm, there's been a lot of controversy in the media about drugs in sport, and particularly in AFL football. But I think who really cares if those guys are on drugs during the game? I mean, no one went up to the Rolling Stones in the 60s, you know, after a concert and said, what? You guys were high the whole time? That's it. I want a refund. And the reason a lot of people don't like this whole drugs thing is because they think AFL football players are role models. But a dad's really going up to their kids and saying, son, I went to school with an AFL football player. He beat me up every single day and made my life living hell. Oh, but he's your role model, all right? I don't know, I never really liked sport much anyway. I never knew much about sport. Kids would come up to me after the weekend and they'd be like, so, did you see the Eagles and the Tigers? And I'd be like, well, no, actually, I wasn't at the zoo yesterday. Speaking of controversies in the media, there was this incident in America a while ago where an armed gunman walked into a screening of The Dark Knight Rises and basically shot a lot of people in the cinema. Now, I guess everyone's thinking, what's the punchline of this one? But whenever I saw the victims interviewed on TV, they'd always ask them, what were you thinking when you first heard the gunshots? But considering they're already watching kind of like an action blockbuster movie with a lot of loud gunshots and explosions already in the film, I'd be thinking, wow, the sound quality in this place is amazing. And then when I saw the bullets, 3D, and I'm not even wearing glasses. Forget 4D, forget IMAX. This is the future of cinema, people. Thank you very much. I'm Tim Gardner.
Woo!